Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. So Chantelle Cameron successfully defends her WBC interim super lightweight title against the previously once beaten Patricia Berghult of Sweden. Berghult is 30 years old. She's a former WBC super welterweight champ. She's now down at 140. And her one defeat was back in 2022 to Natasha Jonas. Now, if there is a knock against Miss Berghult, it is that she's not active enough, because this was her second fight in 2024. She previously defeated Vida Masiakate, I think is a Lithuanian journeywoman who's actually better, much better if you've seen her, much better than her record suggests. And that was just a 6-round unanimous decision. She had one fight against a journeywoman in 2023. She lost to Jonas in 2022. She had one fight in 2021 and then none in 2020. I mean, a lot of this was the whole, COVID farce. But to be honest with you, she's also fought Hannah Rankin, by the way, and beat Hannah over 10 rounds of decision, unanimous decision. But against Chantel, I mean, she was second best all day long. I struggled to give her a round. Chantel came in 20 wins with 8 KOs, 1 defeat. The defeat was to Katie Taylor in the rematch, a majority decision. She'd beaten Katie on a majority decision, which should have been unanimous, in my opinion, in the first fight. But both of those were back in 2023. A rubber match would have been a natural, but to Chantel's irritation, Katie went away. Decided to fight Serrano again. Excuse me. It's getting cold. Well, it is November. Anyway, Chantel, since then she left Matchroom, joined up with Frank Warren's Queensbury stable. What a stable he is putting together. Quite amazing. And she won the interim belt against Ellen McCarlhead. And now she's beaten Berghult. I mean, McCarlhead herself is a very good fighter, and she's beaten these two two most recent girls, with ease. I mean, she's a very, very good fighter, Chantelle Cameron. She's 33 now, orthodox fighter. I've always liked her style because she's always hands up, and if you look at the end of the fight, she's always got cosmetic abrasions on her face. It's not that she doesn't take punches, she does, but she very rarely lets you have a free shot. If you do land a shot, she'll come back. She's insistent on being the last to the punch, and she will dig her heels in and put some weight behind it, which is why she's got, 8 KOs or stoppages in 20 wins. I mean, that's quite a high percentage for the women's game with the 2-minute rounds. And against Berghult, she was, going forward, hands high, elbows tucked in. She doesn't tend to give too many angles to the opponents, which might be why she ships a bit of punishment occasionally. But physically, she's very strong, quite broad-shouldered and stocky looking. She wants to put the weight on the front foot a lot of the time, get the opponent on the ropes and then rail on her. And she did that with Bergal. And in the 5th round in particular, I gave Chantel the first 4. But in the 5th, you thought she might be getting to Berghult. Even though Berghult has fought at the 2 weights above and held a title up there, she didn't seem to be able to match Chantel for physicality. Chantel was the one with the weight, leaning on the opponent, wearing her out. But Berghult dug deep. I mean, she is a very tough lady. Trained by her father, actually. Her father was the one who, according to the commentators, her father was the one who, totally supported her throughout her career, and she's been a world champ. I mean, she's fought at a high level, and she's a good fighter, Patricia Berghult. But unfortunately for her, Chantelle Cameron is what you might call an elite female fighter. Certainly one of the best, the top 4, certainly the top 5 in the world. I mean, who have you got? Katie, Clarissa, Savannah Marshall's gone very quiet, but very good fighter. Chantel's in the mix. I'd say Beatrice Ferreira, Brazilian flyweight. She's excellent. Is she a flyweight or a bantamweight? Sky Nicholson. You know, you've got some very, very good world-class females now, and Chantel's still in the mix at 33. Doesn't seem to have lost a step or a punch, and ran out a thorough winner. I don't think I gave Bergal around. A couple of or I think there was a 99, 91 in there and a 98, 92. The other guy had it a whitewash. But whatever you think, this was a clear win for Cameron. And, you know, this is the interim belt she's got, WBC interim belt. Really, she needs that third fight with Katie Taylor. She deserves it, as does Katie. And I did a video a while ago about trilogies. I mean, this smacks of, you know, the absolute necessity to for a trilogy to find out who is the superior fighter, who's going to go down the record books as having the other's number. One each is not good enough. It's just not good enough. Classic example of why we need a third fight. And I understand why Katie went after Serrano, because that was a very, very tough match. Brilliant fight. And yeah, I want to see that as well. But the winner of Serrano and Katie should definitely be, well, Cameron's going to go after them. And if it's Katie, there's no excuse for Katie Taylor and Cameron not fighting at a third fight. And of course, that would be Matchroom versus Queensberry. And I wonder how that's been going lately. Well, Sky Nicholson in the women's game, she did get the first win for Matchroom, but Queensberry, I think, have won literally everything else against Matchroom. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've got any opinions, leave them below. Please, if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe. That would help us out a great deal. And also hit the like button. It's free. It helps the channel out. You're spreading the love. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.